Police Chief Financial Officer Puleng Dimpane giving evidence on the first day of hearings here at the Kgoši Mampuru Correctional Facility in Pretoria. Now, Dimpane giving the committee details around the political killings task team and the funding related to that, as well as expenditure patterns by the political killings task team. And she's telling the committee that she doesn't deal with operational matters, and really she does focus on expenditure patterns as well as budgetary matters that are related to the political killings task team and any other task team that's related to the police. Now, she's told the committee that as far as the political killings task team is concerned, there was nothing strange about their expenditure. It's about 75 million over 5 or 6 years that was spent on this task team. She tells members of the committee, or the evidence leader rather, Lerato Zikalala, that she basically approved some of these payments, and she also did give some inputs as well as some submissions on how this political killings task team should rather be permanent, seeing that it functioned for over 5 years, and it would make better sense for this work group study to recommend that the PKTT become a political structure, a permanent structure rather. And now Lerato Zikalala also putting questions to her on why she felt that it was necessary for the PKTT to continue existing. And now Dimpane telling Zikalala that it was, an important task team. It had members from across the country, from Limpopo, and she says that these members of the PKTT, required food, they required overtime because of the work that they were doing in KZN. Now, Puleng Dimpane will continue her evidence before the committee and will take questions from members of the committee, who will also focus their questions around the expenditure patterns of the PKTT, as well as submissions made by other witnesses like Senzo Mchunu, who also supported the notion of creating a more permanent structure to be able to get resources that can be channeled to other parts of the police, as well as other permanent units within the police. Now, her evidence also follows the evidence of Molefi Fani, who is the head of procurement in the police. Now, Dimpane says her role as CFO does not deal with operational matters or tenders or any procurement-related matters, and it's only budgetary or expenditure related. And the questions from members we can expect are around the money spent on the PKTT and whether these monies were worthwhile and whether this expenditure was justified. Puleng Dimpane's evidence will be followed tomorrow by Vusimuzi Matlala at the same venue here at Kgoši Mampuru, where you also take questions around financial matters, around his tender, the 300 million tender that he received that was cancelled in December last year, as well as the monies that were already paid to him, which is about 50 million that was paid to him in about 3 tranches before that tender was eventually cancelled by the police. Babalo Ndenze for Eyewitness News at the Kgoši Mampuru Correctional Facility in Pretoria.